City full of dream killers. Shit ain't always what it seemed. Did all of this on my own, but somehow they still think I need niggas. Believe in a higher power, I speak with him. He say this new shit gon' wake him up. Can't stay sleep when they sleeping on you. But fuck this rap shit. Ain't been attacking myself. I'm trying to get back to Matt with the glasses in class. Me and Tyler acting an ass, drawing all of my favorite characters on the back of my work. Should've taught us how to pay taxes, then maybe I would've paid more attention. A lot of my peers can't.
Yo, Royal Crown Spotlight back in the building with a special guest, of course. Let him introduce himself to the world, those who may not know him.
My name is Paige, aka Lil Rooster. I'm a rapper, you know what I'm saying, / artist, whatever you want to call it, from Natchez, Louisiana. Shout out 318.
Alright, we're gonna hop right in.
I'm bored with that introduction.
Hey, we're gonna get there. So with you using your real name to start off, what made you decide to just use your real name as an artist?
First, I couldn't think of a rap name that really just, to me, just was like catch on. So like, I was like, shit, fuck it, I'm gonna be myself with it, like, cause I never really wanted to be anything else as far as like rap. Like people may like compare me to certain people, but I never was like, ooh, I want to be just like this dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, Paige was really just me trying to remain myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's perfect, man. That's the best way to explain it. Did you ever come up with any other name?
I went with Matt Peasy for a minute. Like, that was my first one. Like, I was like 13. I was like, Matt Peasy.
So when you like, do you remember how old you was when you wrote your first verse?
I was like 13.
Okay, so that's when you started off. Gotcha.
Well, I wasn't really serious about it. Like, I was just trying to be like my big cousin, really. Like, I just looked up to him, and I was like he was doing shows in the city. I was like Mike Peso.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah.
So like I was a little nigga just around older dudes. Like my brother was 3 years older than me, so he hung around people that was older than him. I ain't really had no friends outside like cowboy and all. Like shit, I was really a weirdo on some shit when it came to like being at school and stuff like that.
So to yourself.
Yeah, so like I saw him, I saw my big brother, I was like, damn, like they would do shows and shit, when Mike would do shows, and just like the reaction he would get, I'd be like, damn, I want that for myself, I want to see what that feel like.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, did you ever see it getting to where it is now? Like when you first started rapping, did you ever see it getting to the level that you are now?
Yeah, I was really optimistic. Like, as like a little dude, I was like, and the music I was making like at 13, 14, to be honest, it was garbage. You know? It was garbage. But like, I guess I was delusional enough to be like, man, this is hard, this is hard. You know, I'm going to be the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just say shit like that. Like, and I still am like that, just not as much. But like, just as a kid, I was really confident when it came to the music.
That's the way you have to be with anything, honestly. So, like, do you remember your very first time recording?
Yeah. So, my older brother Chris, he went and got some studio equipment, but he got it like piece by piece. So like we shared a room, we had a bunk bed, and like at that time, like my friends would be coming over, like Marlon, Calvin, Tyler, like we just really just freestyling and stuff. So like he gets this equipment, he like, don't touch my shit. So like me being me, I'm gonna touch it eventually. So like we recording, like we figured it out, like we just recording and stuff. And he must like found a song we did, and he was like mad, but he was happy at the same time. Cause he was like, this decent, like damn.
And you recorded it without a doubt.
Yeah. So yeah, we was doing stuff he was trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Cause he got it at the same time too. So like, yeah.
So like when you started off, you know, of course, y'all was doing the Encore music group at the time. Man, did you enjoy more being in a group or being an individual artist?
When I was in the group, it was a lot I didn't have to worry about. Cause like I just rap, I just showed up, and that really helped me progress. a lot because I didn't have to think about merch. I didn't have to think about booking shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just a rapper. But like when the group dispersed, it was just like, shit. I really took some time away from it. I really had to step back.
I remember that.
I was like, I had to really solidify to myself, like, okay, this is what I want to do at the end of the day. So like, I was really just stuck at a moment, and I just got back into it. But it was a lot more. It was way more I do now, for sure.
And it's crazy you say that because, of course, when y'all was doing the Encore Music Group, it wasn't as big as we've seen the Cash Money, the No Limit, any of the main groups. And to hear you say that, it's good to hear you be able to speak on it because you were able to put that in terms that a lot of artists don't get to put it in those terms once they separate because it be so much animosity, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when you start interviewing like ex-group members, it's always tension or throwing shots, but you was able to speak on like how it made you feel as a person. And I always wondered like what happened when you took that music break. I'm like, man, you're not rapping anymore, but...
And it wasn't no hard feelings, man. Like shit, at the end of the day, I love everybody to this day that was in that group. You feel me? We just all went different directions. You feel me? Like, some went to jail, some people just stopped rapping, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, but at the end of the day, I had to really just take a look in the mirror, like, okay, Encore Music, man, Paige, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna figure out? But I really wanted this shit, so I figured something out, for sure.
Facts. Speaking of members going to jail, like, you know, Marlon aka Suet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did that situation affect you as an individual, especially being that y'all basically grew up like brothers?
It was definitely a fucked up situation, for sure. I would say it affected me, and I was talking about this yesterday, it's crazy. Like, I don't open up to people no more. Like, I don't want to make new friends, because, I don't know, it's like that just to me, it's like, you may see it as me being antisocial, oh, he don't want to fuck with nobody. But shit, at the end of the day, I mean, I like meeting new people, you feel me? But like, it's like, I got to a point where I didn't want to let nobody in. Because it was like, that just leave room for fuck-ups, you know?
Right.
So it was really just being selfish for myself, just trying to heal wounds.
So do you think you got to that point where those wounds are healed, or it's still an uphill battle for you?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, every day is a battle for sure. But like, I definitely conquered a lot of those problems. Like, it's not like an everyday problem, you know what I'm saying? But there's new situations in life that make me be like, damn, what's going on?
Yeah, it's crazy you saying that because, like, you know, y'all younger than me. And of course, I'm book y'all for the shows, special team dances, this, that, and the other. And now that you say that, it makes sense. Because, you know, we all was young when we was doing this. Even when I was first started doing the parties, I was still young and arrogant. So it's like, man, everybody else would be more, you know, what's up to you? But you always was that one to yourself, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, vibing, you know what it is, but we was always moving so much, so we never got to sit down and talk. Well, why are you like that? You know what I'm saying? So this right here is definitely an eye-opener, and I'm sure it'll probably answer a lot of questions for anybody back home that feel any type of way. Like, nah, it's not you.
I'm a cool ass dude. So, like, if I love you at the end of the day, or if we do become close, like, you got a good friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm not gonna bullshit you. Like, if you fucking up, but you know you fucking up.
So, are you and Marlon still in touch, like on the radio?
Yeah. I talk to him like every day.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. For real, that support me more than anything, man.
Yeah.
Your first video you ever shot?
First video.
Was on Thug in the first video?
Yeah, for sure. It was either the first or the second.
I remember that video, man.
My first one was called They Don't Know. But we did one on my phone before that, so like I really don't know. we was really just like taking what we had and just did the most we could with it for sure.
So how it felt to you like when you recorded your first video?
I like watching myself. Like
That's that light skin.
maybe probably, but like I don't know. It's just like I think I can act for sure. Cause I'm happy to real dramatic.
Hit it. I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm working on some film. So hey, we're gonna get this started. So your music content, man. Like how would you explain your music content?
I don't like to go for like the woke, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just woke. I'm just putting people on. But I mean, it's just life experiences. For me to myself or just people I grew up with, for sure. I think people need to hear certain stories, you know.
Speaking of that, describe the meaning behind when you grow up.
It's really about just anybody that's incarcerated and they have children and like they may feel that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause with Marlon's situation, like he went in and he just had a little boy, so like he wasn't in there for the birth type shit. So it's just like I kind of put myself in that thought frame or try to the best I could, you know what I'm saying?
Man, when you dropped that video, it came across my Facebook timeline. I was like, this is what we need. This is real music. This is what our people need more of. Because like you say, man, there's so many people, so many talented people behind those walls that can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? And that shows just how much of an artist you are, that you can speak for them.
Right.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. It's a dope perspective.
How hard, well, I'm not gonna say how hard was it. What did you think it was that kept you from, because you know, we grew up in the same neighborhood. I'm not even sure if you know that. We grew up on the same street, literally.
Really?
Yeah. we both on Patrick.
Okay.
We both on Patrick, literally probably 8 houses down.
We talking about like the structure of that shit, like it's so crazy. Like 4th Street is like, and it really like what's the word I'm trying to say? It's symbolized.
Going
4th Street, baby.
Oh. So like I always been in the middle, right? Cause like, alright, for example, my mom like she was a preschool teacher, so she taught at lab. So that like gave me the opportunity to go to lab. So I got friends in my neighborhood that's like they going to LP bond, they fighting every day. They telling me all this shit like, man, son, they chop the niggas. I'm like, damn. And like I'm going to school doing arts and crafts, you know what I'm saying? But like
you
get on the bus and I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. And then I would go back home and like, you know what I'm saying, just be in the shit, riding bikes, like just fucking off in the neighborhood. But like 4th Street was the middle ground. Yeah. So it was like you got 5th Street. That was like it just gets more.
Oh, I know. It's crazy you said the middle because
4th Street, 5th Street, 6th, you know.
You went the lab, and I think I had a few more people from like that area that went to lab. Then you had people who went to LP1, which was North Negative at my time. Then you had us that went to Parks.
Yeah.
There was a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was wondering, like what did you do, or what you probably answered the question though. Going to lab probably saved you from a lot of the stuff that we experienced in the neighborhood.
It showed me a lot about like racism too, like because I experienced that shit. Like I was in kindergarten, had a little white girl, my best friend. I'm not gonna say her name, but like we was cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Her dad came to school one day. He was a police officer. He was like, "You gotta stop playing with me." So
Were
like,
you serious? In kindergarten?
Kindergarten. So that and a lot of other shit that like I witnessed like in that school, it was an eye opener, but like I also was cool with a lot of people, white people. Like it's like one of my best friends, Griffin Ratchet, white boy, like cool than a bitch. I go to his house, we chilling, riding 4-wheelers and shit.
That's one thing.
I'm just experiencing different shit with different kind of people at lab. Like, that was what was dope.
What you just said furthermore explains that racism is taught. That's not anything you're born with.
Yeah.
Nobody's naturally born hate somebody because of their race, because of their sexuality, because of anything. It's all taught. So with you experiencing that, and at the age you are now, it brings up a good topic, you know, with everything that's going on with the racial tension in this country. Do you feel like there's way more racist people still out there than what the public is showing?
It's more than the public is showing. I mean, it's really a tricky situation because, like, you don't know who. And that's the thing, like, I would rather somebody be like, fuck you, nigga, like, to my face.
Because I know how you feel.
You feel me? Than to be like, I'm working with you every day. It's like, I work in apartments, you feel me? Like, I work with different types of people, you feel me? Like, and I'm cool with all my coworkers, but like, shit, you never know.
That's the thing that brings to, you know, the topic of our movement, the color of my skin. And it's like, man, it's sad because especially, we grew up in the hood. Mm-hmm. Once we get to 15, 16, 17, you hear somebody talking about being a police, man, I ain't fooling with you, this, that, and other, but how can we expect people to help us if
I
there
really
is none
respect
of
people
us?
that want to do that though.
Facts. Because if it's none of us in the system, how can we get help in the system?
For sure. But it's more than just like a people thing. It's systematic at this point. Like, and it's been systematic, but like, you don't have to be white to be racist against black people. Like,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? I've been pulled over by white cops. I've been pulled over by black cops. And I ain't gonna lie, I got off mostly with the white cop. That's what's crazy.
It's crazy you said that because I say that all the time. Like, this country has more of a classism problem than racism problem.
Right.
We have blacks that literally don't want to be around blacks, can't stand to be around blacks. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or a certain type of blacks. Let me rephrase that. You know, the ones that feel like they're in another tax bracket or whatever. They don't want to be around the ones that's quote unquote poor. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard, it's tough. What do you think can be done or should be done from our people, especially your generation?
I ain't gonna cap. I'm a socialist on some shit. Like, I believe in socialism. I think everybody deserves an equal chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in capitalism to a certain point. Like, but everything's not about money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need money, but at the end of the day, like, why you got people hitting the lottery for millions and you still got people that's homeless? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just backwards to me.
Just had a $1 billion jackpot last night, man. Yeah. And the lines in the stores.
There's just so much shit that could be done to, like, just make the world a better place, but it's not happening, you know?
Why do you think that?
And it really just takes one person, to be honest.
Bingo.
That saying, one man can change the world, one woman, whatever, like, it's true.
Because if everybody thought that way and everybody become accountable for their own actions, all those little pieces gonna connect and the bigger picture will be there. And that's the crazy part about it. I'm glad you said that because you're on social media, we're active. And especially when some type of tension goes on in America, you see all those quote unquote fake woke people posting about why LeBron didn't do this or why such and such didn't do this. We're looking at celebrities and athletes to be your savior when those people's lives not even like ours. You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example, they're trying to hold the president, the things our people hold the president accountable for, is things, a lot of the stuff our mayor needs to be fixing. Our city council needs to be fixing. You know what I'm saying? Trump, Biden, Obama, none of that had nothing to do with the roads and everything. Like, for real.
I don't believe in none of the, I don't agree with the way elections go. Like, how you got two sides, like, it's just set up to divide people at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that too. We're gonna tap in on another subject. Cause you say, you know, in music, you don't want to be defined as, you know, the woke music and things like that. So
I know people gonna say that though.
We're gonna go deep into the hip hop rap culture, man. How do you feel, or what's your opinion on the rape culture that's placed in the rap or hip hop or gangster music, you know, genre?
He said rape
The
culture.
rape culture.
Shit, that's fucked up.
Or do you see it?
I mean, I don't really see it. I might see it if you like go deep into it. Like,
Okay.
Cause I don't listen to a lot of music, to be honest.
Right.
Like,
So when we get to talking about like all the new hip hop songs, especially most of the top charting songs, rap songs, it's basically a man forcing themselves on women and rapping about running trains and this, that, and the other. So when I speak of rape culture, it's like a lot of the stuff that people are glorifying, they don't even realize what it is that they're saying. For example, one of the hottest songs on our, and I went this song called Throw Baby.
okay. Yeah.
It took me one time to sit there and listen to that song, and the crazy part about it, that song is more popular with black women than anybody else. Why? Like, why? Where do we go wrong to where that's what's become, the norm?
That's definitely a great question for sure. Like, what did lead us up to this point? Like, I feel like it's a bunch of shit. Like, it's really, it goes back to the way people was raised. You know what I'm saying? And really just, I'm not a feminist, but I am a feminist. Like, I'm kind of on both sides, but like, I believe like women have their rights, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm trying to see how to word it. I don't know, I lost in the sauce now.
I hit you with that one.
Yeah.
Got
You
you
don't have to
with that
block
one.
this part out.
Nah, cause guess what? Now I know exactly what this about to do.
What you mean?
That right there, this
That's a
conversation
great
right
question.
here is gonna put you in deep thought.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
gonna make some great music.
Yeah.
It's coming. You may not be able to answer that right now, but I guarantee you,
Hey,
you might
real
come
talk,
with something.
when people ask me shit like that, like, that's what keep me up at night. Now I'm about to be like,
When you send me that, but look, this is what I got. Okay.
I got you.
So the pandemic. I know before we got started, it was kind of a gift and a curse to you. You want to go into details?
Yeah, so, alright, before the pandemic, I was really to myself, just making music, anti-socialism, and right before it started, alright, so like I'm dropping music at this point, like you know what I'm saying, I'm doing shows, a lot of shows every weekend, and now I'm trying to get it to where like I'm booking my own shows as far as like, I'm controlling the venue, like I buy the venue, recoup the profit, and then, you know what I'm saying, and like I was like, alright, if this shit work out, I can do this shit every week, you know what I'm saying, like, because I found a venue, and it's like an outside venue too, so it may still be possible, you know what I'm saying, so I just like kind of backed off from it just to let the COVID shit die down a little bit, but right before COVID happened, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna be more social, I'm gonna network more, I'm gonna travel. I got some money saved up. I'm like,
Work yourself up.
yeah, like I got 2 albums out. I'm about to push these bitches as much as I can. But I'm more of like word to like face to face type person. Like, hey, fuck with my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really genuinely fuck with it more if you do it that way. Cause when they listen to it, they be like, man, this dude hard as fuck, but he just came up to me like a normal ass person. You know what I'm saying? So like, then COVID hit. So I'm like, damn, I just escaped this life. Like, I could see if I was going out before COVID, like really turning up, cause that's the lifestyle I was trying to get to. Cause I was like, man, I'm still in my 20s. I don't wanna like not do a lot of shit and get older and be like, why didn't I go out more, do more things? But like, COVID really like made me like see what I took for granted before. Cause like interaction with people is a great thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I always used to say, man, I hate people, so like, people be pissing me off like all the time. Usually when I'm driving.
I think a lot of that comes
but I love people for sure.
Where we grew up for one. And then, you know, of course, by you still being in Louisiana, a lot of people don't understand from the north to the south of Louisiana, much don't change. Much do not change. The only place you really see a little different New Orleans, of course, because if you want to be I tell people all the time, whatever you want to be in New Orleans, you can be. If you want to walk around and be a dog, if you literally want to walk around and bark, they gonna let you walk in New Orleans and show you love. But other than that, like, nothing's too much different. And I think that's why I commend everybody that leaves, especially that leave the state, but anybody who leaves Nagers, I commend them because you're stuck in a box and you don't even realize it. And it will make you dislike people because of the mind frame of everybody else.
Right.
People don't, you gotta think about it. Most of our people that's never lived outside of Louisiana, they never chase their dreams. They work, or they work till they get hurt, or work till they retire, or on disability. So when we talk about chasing our dreams and doing this and doing that, they don't even see it anymore.
Right. That's really big on how I grew up. Like my pops wasn't supportive of the music at all. Like he grew up like get a job, work up in that job, get promoted, retire, and you good. Like that was me though. Like, I saw my people work every day and come home tired.
And they definition of good.
Like, I don't know this.
You know it's way more out there. They definition of good is being there hurting and enjoying their retirement.
Right.
And we know what they make in a year in retirement. You got opportunity to make that in a month now.
Right. Shit, listen, man. But like, I used to be so mad at my pops for that. Like I used to be like, bro, you really don't believe in me. But like, it was more of the way I think now, I don't even blame people for shit. Like, you could fuck me over, but like at the end of the day, I'm gonna sit back and be like, that's why he did that.
Right.
He fucked up. Somebody fucked him up. Now he trying to fuck me up. But it's cool, because that's how people work.
Yep.
So like, I don't hold nothing against nobody no more. But like, that's how I had to look at it with my pops. Like, he was putting his fears on me. Like, rapper, you know how many niggas wanna rap? Why you in the closet? And then I done took all the clothes off the closet. I turned this to the studio. They like, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, it's crazy you said that because, man, a lot of black kids' dreams are destroyed in their own homes.
Right.
Before they can even introduce themselves to the world or their thoughts. A lot of kids' dreams are shut down and their goals are crushed before they even get out the house with it.
And I know he meant the best for me. It was just that he wanted me to, he was just ignorant to the fact that like it's a new day and age. Like you can make billions of dollars playing Call of Duty every day. You know what I'm saying? If you get to that tier of it, but so, like it's crazy.
Speaking on that, like now that you kind of made a way for yourself, and man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all the hottest team that came through Negative Central Music Watch. Y'all had the whole school on y'all. Man, I ain't gonna lie, when y'all was popping, it was like, man, dang, I should have tried this when I was in school. Because a lot of people don't understand Negative Central is a 5A school, which means we have over 2,000 people there. And then y'all look up because it was during the time when YouTube first started getting hot.
Yeah.
So now you got white, black kids, all these kids.
It was a moment I felt like a little celebrity.
You was.
Like, shit, that shit got weird. It's weird now, but like that shit got weird like when I was a kid. Like,
and it's crazy because now you know for a fact that YouTube numbers and these social media numbers not everything, because y'all literally had people supporting y'all in person.
Right.
In person, man. So, speaking on the subject we're on though, have you and your pops ever sat down and like had a conversation since you've gotten grown and moved out and still pursuing your music career? Have y'all, like, do you think he understand now?
Yeah. He texted me last New Year's before like COVID got bad. He was like, this your hit, like, and I never heard him tell me nothing like that. But like he was talking about the music, like, cause it got to the point back home people stopping them, like, you man Paige. Oh, you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, yeah. You know that. So they just call me and be like, well, such and such just stopped me. I'm like, I don't know them, what you mean? But it just got kind of just obvious to them that like my mama going to work, it's people she work with playing my music in their office, and she like, you know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling though, but like I'm definitely not where I want to be for sure. Like
you're not done. Trust me, you're not done. We're gonna connect more now, especially that I'm on the business level. That's one of the reasons I stepped back from being an artist, because the first reason was me seeing, like, once I started making the connects I made now, like, it's certain people I can call that y'all never believe, that, you know what I'm saying, venues I can get in this city, this state, and me having those connects and having the knowledge I have. I've always been an honor roll student when I was doing my work, and realizing that I can be more of an asset, especially from the people coming out of our city and our state. I can be more of an asset in the business role than as an artist. Because you gotta think about it, none of us ever had real management.
right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what's missing. That you always had the talent, even when you look at sports. How many people you know have sports agents?
Right. And you gotta be very careful when it comes to that, cause like it's people that like I talk on the phone with like actual managers that work with big record labels and shit, and it's like they toxic as fuck.
They'll eat our country ass up if you don't know.
They toxic. like it's really scary, and like it made me like really look at it like, okay, I need to build a team. It's not even about rap no more. Like I can rap, everyone knows that. But it go, you know what I'm saying? It's just now, how are you going to put that out into the world in the best way possible?
And they accept it.
Right, like as far as merch, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I need all that stuff. Like I need a personal barber, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I need the merch. I need a manager. I need a marketing executive, you know what I'm saying?
PR, all that.
PR, yeah. Definitely. Cause it's really, I can't say it's too much because people have done it like on their own, but like it's something I would recommend.
To be honest with you though, the deeper I get into this, nobody's done it on their own.
True.
Even the people that sit here and lie and tell you.
I thought about that so when I said
nobody has done it on their own, because at the end of the day, we all only have 24 hours in a day.
Right.
I don't care how much money you have, how much money you don't have. We all only have 24 hours a day and 7 days a week.
Right.
And if you maximize that to the T, it's still only so much you can do. Unless you already born into a spoon-fed family.
You know the problem with that situation is like, all right, everybody wants to be a superstar.
Yep.
Nobody wants to be the person in the back making sure the wires are in the right place. You know what I'm saying? But like, you're the reason the show goes on. You feel me? Like the artist really depends on you more than anything, you know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people leave the show.
It's crazy
like
you said that, because we was kind of in the same situation. I don't know if you remember, like when I was doing when I first started the actual label part of Triple Crown ENT, and I had a few artists from Naggish under me, which I will not say names for certain reasons, but a lot of that stemmed from trying to build that team. And everybody wasn't even supposed to be rappers starting off. Mm-hmm. But of course, you the same. And everybody, all our quote unquote DJs, all our producers, engineers, now everybody rappers. Mm-hmm. So if everybody's rappers, who's playing these other roles? And that's why it's so easy for the youngsters, especially the young black rappers, to get messed over, because nobody takes the time to study the business side or be the behind the scene guy. So if everybody front in the forefront, who's watching your back?
Alright. I don't even like working with producers that rap too.
At all.
Because shit, at the end of the day, you showing me all these beats, but how many you got for yourself that you like?
I'm not letting nobody get that. So before we get out of here, because we can do this all day, especially people that's on the intellectual level, but any artists that you would like to work with?
Like this big, small,
whatever. Yo, the top 3 artists, if you had any 3 artists you can hit up right now and get a feature from or collab with, who would they be?
Alright. I gotta say J. Cole, cause boom, he said he ain't doing no more features. And that really made me feel some type of way. Cause I was like, bruh,
I was saving up my money for it.
come on. You feel me? Like, yeah, you ain't meet me yet. You feel me? You might meet me, blood. I gotta hop on the track with this. Alright,
You gonna meet that J.
I
Cole?
would say Cole. I gotta throw a singer in now. Miguel. Or The Weeknd. Shit. Wayne. I got to Wayne for sure. Like that's when you make it.
Yep.
Shit. I made it. I got a Wayne version.
And last but not least, when you leave this earth, what do you want your legacy to be?
Shit. I just want anyone that is connected to me to like see everything I've done and really just be like, okay, like I just want to be like recognized, like every artist wants. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want my art to be recognized, like because I truly do believe it's timeless. So you could dig up a Matt Paige CD 1,000 years from now, play that shit, and most likely gonna relate to that.
Gotcha.
So I don't know, I really want to be looked at as like on that top 10 list, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Alright. Any shout outs, any upcoming projects where they can find your music? The floor is yours.
Crawfish in the Pot Part 2 is the first time I'm gonna say it, goddamn. This is my grand reveal. You feel me? Crawfish in the Part 2, Volume 2, whatever you wanna call it. It is gonna happen. When? I don't know. But Blue Rooster Deluxe Edition dropping like a month from now. So, you know what I'm saying? Check that out. Neighborhood Hope Dealers with Calvo. Shout out Calvo. We dropping that. It's a lot of shit I'm dropping for sure. Shout out RTS, Free Spirit, you feel me? Everybody.
And we're out.